package said it was going to be delivered on Wednesday, but today is Monday and it said it was delivered. So let's go check it out. Okay. Yes, you're coming up the steps. Let's go. Oh my God. Am I the only one that gets this excited over a skateboard? Leave it in the comments below. We just opened up the box. I got the Mob Grip Thrasher. Oh yes, let's flip this puppy over. Oh, it looks so nice. It looks so good. And I'm not one for B-rolls because at the end of the day, this thing's gonna just get shredded. But I'm really excited. Some of the blue matches in here. I'm gonna get changed and film a proper setup video. So let's properly start this video. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Austin Sierra, and today we just got in this new Santa Cruz VX deck. I actually went on my Instagram and I asked you guys to leave me some questions regarding skateboarding, my life, or anything. So we're gonna do a little Q&A and board setup. If you like these kind of videos, make sure you leave it in the comments below. Definitely leave a like, definitely subscribe, a lot of definitelys. And if you can hit that bell notification button, letting you guys know when I upload a new video, it'll really help me out a lot. All right, so let's get into it. I wrote down some of these Instagram questions on this piece of paper right here. I got a few of them. So while I start this, Steph asked me, what do you do when you're feeling frustrated, like you're not progressing in skateboarding? I would say a lot of beginners try to learn a lot of different tricks. And when you're learning different tricks, it's good, but since you're first starting out, you need to master your basics. When you feel like you're hitting that roadblock, that you're not progressing, it means that you're about to overcome something great. And that next trick that you are going to learn is going to open up a whole world of tricks for you, whether that be like kickflip, whether that be front shove, or getting 180s better. It really opens up a lot more. Don't give up. Try, focus on one specific trick, give it your all, and I promise you, that's that roadblock that every skateboarder faces. Steph has also asked, how do you get over your fear? I would love to give you a great answer, but I am struggling with that as well. A lot of people have certain personality traits where they just don't want to get hurt, or they know the potential outcomes. And then there's other skaters that honestly don't even really think about the outcome. It doesn't cross their mind. So they're able to jump down that rail, jump and do these things. I would say there's one main thing in terms of getting over your fear, and that's saying, screw it. When you're in skateboarding, you have to be okay with falling. Allowing yourself to be okay with that will help you break your fear. I know me, specifically, when I'm trying to learn a new trick and I'm scared of like falling or anything, there's the one try that I'm always saying, no matter what, F it. Or like, if I fall, I fall. I have to just go. And allowing your body to say whatever, and if it happens, it happens, it really helps you break that fear bond. Because then what ends up happening is that trick that you were scared of, it actually wasn't that scary. I don't want to say don't join the sport if you can't hang, or if you're not afraid, because heck, I'm still afraid to fall. No one likes falling. No one I know. And to get over that fear, you have to just be okay with falling sometimes. It just has to be a thing. This is how I usually like to grip boards. I always peel a small piece and stick it to the board first, and then I'll go ahead and start slowly peeling and pushing down. And this is what we're looking at. So far, so good. I have another question from Jeffrey, and he asks, what happened to Seams Clothing? I also design clothes, and I had a clothing brand called Seams Clothing, and it was about transforming clothing, a lot of sustainability, things like that. It was a great time. I enjoyed Seams, but to answer Jeffrey's question, I stopped doing it just because I felt like to make it in the fashion world, I really needed to focus on fashion and solely fashion, that I kind of left skateboarding behind. And I focused on it for a while and it was good, but it wasn't bringing me as much joy as I would have liked. I have my new clothing company called Robert. I'll leave the Instagram down below, but that's kind of not saying the extension of Seams, but that's my brand. That's what I really want to do. I want to make skateboarding clothing, technical wear on like the luxury side. So that's what happened to Seams. Alex has said, what is your go-to trick on a mini ramp, half pipe, whatever you like to say, rock to fakie? Regardless of how hard the trick is, some tricks just feel better than others, and rock to fakie, if done right, it just feels like a great trick. I love it. Ayer said, please tell me how to get better at manuals. I keep failing no matter what foot placement I have. So manuals. A lot of people don't know, when I was like bombing a hill or something like that and I tried a manual, they're a lot easier to do. Not only hold them for longer, because yes, you're going faster, but you lifting off the ground with that velocity, for some reason, it's just easier. It's a little bit easier, no matter what foot placement you have. Secondly, I would say your hands. When you're first starting out, spread eagle. Spread eagle your hands so you can really figure out your balance while you're doing them. Alex has also asked, what is your vision for Robert? So what I want Robert to be is really a movement. When I first started skateboarding, I was actually told, yo, you don't dress like a skater. People told me that a lot because I wasn't wearing baggy jeans, I didn't have long hair. I started skateboarding about like going on 12 years now. I like dressing more like in a fashion sense. I can go to a party right after I was done skating, things like that. So I had on nice jeans, a cool shirt. I was in a high fashion sense at the time. But now there's a point in time where I just don't care. I like dressing good on a skateboard, and that's really what it is. So what Robert is, it's really a movement. It's luxury-esque technical skateboarding wear. In the everyday life, people dress for a business meeting in a suit because it makes them feel powerful. When someone puts on something from Robert, I want them to feel powerful, because at the end of the day, how you dress can mimic how someone feels. And that's just a standard fashion kind of rule. If you feel good while you're skateboarding, you're gonna skate good. And that's just the thing, that's an energy that I feel. I have 3 anonymous questions now. Leave it in the comments below if you want your questions to be read in the next setup video. But I have a question saying, when should you size up on your deck? That's a great question. Depends on your shoe size. If you're a size 6 shoes and you're skating a 7.5, that thing's perfect probably for you. But me, I have a size 12 shoe. Imagine, small piece of wood, big shoe. Big shoe falls off small board. Simplest terms I can really put it. That's why I want to skate a bigger board. And also, I just like the feeling of a big board under my feet. Like, it just feels secure. I don't feel like I'm falling off. You can do anything really on a skateboard. You just have to put your mind to it. So it's not that it's gonna help you. It's just what makes you feel good on the board. So one day, if you ever thought about sizing up, try sizing up. And heck, if you find it's harder to flick or anything like that, just go back down. Another anonymous question says, what made you want to start getting into vert? I stopped skateboarding for a good amount of time, and that was because my body was just killing me. Skating vert was the next best thing for my body. It's how I could still enjoy riding a skateboard, but for the longest time. If you mess up, you're hitting the ground, and it's going to be hard. And I guess I didn't really think about that with my logic in the beginning when I started skating vert, but that was my main reason. I didn't want to get heel bruise anymore. Also, I just had a dream that I've always wanted to do in air. I've always wanted to backside and frontside air, just go up, come back down. That's just one of my goals in skateboarding. So I figured it was time to start my vert journey. I actually have one more anonymous question. Do you think fashion plays a part in skateboarding? Yes, I think it plays a big part, especially that people like to copy the culture. Baggy dickies, that grunge aspect of it, that street aspect of it. Fashion's always going to be in skateboarding. That's how we went from chunky shoes to thin shoes, because of fashion, because of people's preferences. They're always going to change, so it's always going to be a part of skateboarding. Whether people like to hate on it or not, there's always going to be a thing. Alright, I think I'm done with my skateboard. I wanted to make this video because sometimes when I find a new YouTuber, I just like to watch their content. I just like to hear them talk. And I feel like I have my how-to videos and things like that, but if you ever wanted to just watch a video of mine, this is just one of those videos. Leave it in the comments below if there's any specific questions that you want to know more about me, my brand, skateboarding, and what I feel like the stigmas are in them. My Instagram is going to be down below. Make sure you give it a follow, or you could definitely shoot me a DM. It's always open. Make sure you leave a like, definitely subscribe, and if you can hit that bell notification button, it'll help me out a lot. This has been Austin Sierra signing out, and like I always say, make your dreams a reality. I'll talk to you later. Peace.